In approximately 1978, the first fleet set sail from the Old World to the New World. Among it were a number of incredibly notable figures in our modern-day society, including the Tracker, the Seeker, the Admiral, and the Commander. If that is his real name. It is, I asked his mother once. But that's not important. That's not what he's hiding. No, what he's hiding is far deadlier than that, and it isn't something new. No, he's been hiding it the whole time! Ever since he first arrived in the New World, he's kept this secret, and only now has enough evidence surfaced for us to finally link this web together. The Commander smuggled a baby Ahtal Ka into the New World. Why did he do this? He felt bad for the creature. Why? Their shared mutual interest. The one thing they both love more than anything else in the world. Dragonators! So according to the piles upon piles of irrefutable evidence that I've found, but I'm unable to show you for personal reasons, the Commander took in this monstie and raised him as one of his own, only to one day wake up to find out that he had escaped out into the wild, never to be seen again. Or had he? A few of the more observant hunters out there have noticed something particularly peculiar about our new black dragon friend here in the New World. When you have broken both of his horns, they resemble a very specific body part of a very specific monster, the eyes of Ahtal Ka. Why is this? She is inside of him! Alatreon is not in the New World. Alatreon never came here at all. No, this is the work of a highly intelligent Neopteran, brought up in a unique situation. You see, this Ahtal Ka was no normal Ahtal Ka raised by another Ahtal Ka. No, it was raised by the Commander of hunters. Hunters who are known around the world for their love of using bits and pieces of dead monsters to create weapons and armor. So it learned from this, and it worked out exactly how strong this concept was. Instead of wood and metal like a normal Ahtal Ka, when this Ahtal Ka came of age, he instead looked elsewhere, creating a nest in the secluded valley where he collected monster carcasses. The Ahtal Ka used its knowledge of hunters and their patterns. It followed them in the shadows, and it waited for them to leave after slaying a monster. You see, a hunter only carves 3 to 6 bits off of a dead monster, but what happens to the rest that we leave behind? Good question! This unique, special specimen of an Ahtal Ka for years has been taking the bodies of the monsters slain by hunters and fusing them together to create the ultimate biological mech, Ahtal-ka 2.0, or as I like to call it, Ahtal-Alatreon. This creature, this deviant, variant, whatever you want to call it, this unbelievably unmatched individual of the Ahtal Ka species has taken pieces of various monsters around the New World of varying power levels, from Kashala Daora to Kirin to Velkhana to even a lowly Anjanath. And what it created was a false god, a fake black dragon, a mech capable of using every element imaginable, rigged to be controlled by golden silky strings from the inside. Come on, people, think about it. Think about Eschaton Judgment. Think about how it feels. One word that starts with M and it's 10 letters long. It starts with M and it's 10 letters long. Yeah, that word, mechanical. So, what does this mean? Why does this matter? I mean, we've slain Alatreon, right? Why should it matter whether or not it was actually Alatreon himself, or if it was actually an Ahtal-Alatreon, the officially recognized Ahtal Ka variant, deviant subspecies, rare species monster, right? If it's dead, who cares? It's not dead. How did this monster sneak by us this whole time? Awareness of hunting conventions. How is it still alive? We only carve things 3 to 6 times. The Ahtal Ka was inside of the Alatreon. Its mech lost structural integrity and fell over powerless, and it was still alive inside. Hunters carved tiny, insignificant bits off of the Alatreon Mech and then left. What did they leave behind? They left a living, slightly smaller than average, Ahtal Ka inside of a perfect template of a black dragon mech. Hunters, we are not safe. You thought that we had gotten rid of the threat, but in reality, we have only made it worse. Alatreon is still out there, and Ahtal is too. Until next time, hunters, stay vigilant. This is the brand new outro to tell you all the things that you do that we love, so let's start with something simple and say, oh, we love your eyes. When they're watching us play video games, when we make a bunch of jokes that are kinda lame, or when they gaze upon our failures as we try to kill the monsters or important news about the kingdom Animalia. Rage, Continent, Hollow, we're all here, talking about the things you want to hear. So if you want to be the first to hear, like and subscribe and the bell and we'll cheer. Some of you are patrons even though we are all the noobs and you're the pros. There's nothing we can do to thank you. No, really, there's nothing we could possibly do. Goodbye.